Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyler with the Budget Marksman, and I have something special today. Uh, it's kind of something that's outside of the norm as far as budget guns goes. When you hear Benelli, you don't think budget, but this one is, and I think it's a great alternative and maybe a better alternative than a Mossberg 500 or a Remington 870 and something like that. This is the Benelli Nova. You can get them used for pretty cheap, brand new. You can get this shotgun without the camo pattern for around $420, and it's amazing. It really is. Uh, this is the 12 gauge model, chambered in 2 3/4, 3 inch, and 3.5 inch, and it's got the real tree advantage camo and stuff like that on it, and I absolutely love it. And we'll start from the back and work our way forward. All right, so starting from the back, you have a little recoil pad. I wouldn't call it a recoil pad. It has no give to it, but the shotgun doesn't kick that much, so it's not that big of an issue. The cone fits me very well, I think. I can shoot it straight on, high, and I really don't have an issue with it. I'm 6'1", probably just an average built, uh, athletic-ish. I probably need to get in a little bit better shape, but the cone works out great. It also has a nice curve to the pistol grip, so you're not getting your trigger finger in there at a weird angle. You can kind of lay it in there, pretty flat and stuff like that. It also has some ribbing in there as opposed to checkering like on a lot of shotguns, and the receiver and stock are all one piece, and it's made out of polymer. We're going to go into detail on that in a little bit, but for right now, polymer. So moving on up a little bit, the trigger, it's not bad. It's not the smoothest, most crisp thing ever. It's got a little bit of creep, and it's not the lightest trigger ever, but for a hunting shotgun and something that you might take out to the sporting clay or skeet range, it works out great. The safety I really like. I do not like how the Remingtons have them behind the trigger. I don't think that's very intuitive, and it doesn't put your trigger finger in a natural place to hit the safety and then move to the trigger. The Mossberg does have a nice little setup with it being right there on the top. But continuing to move forward, one of my favorite things about this shotgun is that this loading gate right here, once you press it in, it stays up until you rack the slide. But once you press it, it stays up. You're not going to catch your finger on your thumb. You're not going to catch your gloves on it. A lot of shotguns have torn up my thumb. Been out there dove hunting, trying to shoot 3 boxes of shells just to get 10 doves. But it's a great feature, and it makes it a lot easier to load in a hurry. So if you get the tactical version of this or something, and you're trying to do 3-gun or home defense, it really does help out. Moving on up a little bit further, when we're talking about 3-gun and home defense, you have a magazine stop. So what this does is, as you are releasing the magazine, or say you just fired a shot, what you can do is press this button down, and you have to move the fore-end just a little bit to get it to click in. But once it does, you hold it in and bring it back, and it ejects the shell that is in the chamber currently and blocks off the magazine tube so that it does not load from the magazine. So what that does is it allows you to put a fresh or different type of ammunition in the gun without having to shuck all of them out of the magazine tube. So if you want to switch from a buckshot to a slug, or slug to birdshot, whatever the case may be, you can do that quick and in a hurry, and it is pretty intuitive. It's like when I'm shooting, I kind of extend my finger out, and when I need to, and it's only happened a couple times, all I had to do was roll my middle finger under, and it worked out perfectly. Continuing to move forward, One neat feature about this is the barrel cap, or the magazine cap, has a little knob on it, and that's what you use to take it down. This gun is the easiest gun to take down that I've ever come across. Continuing to move forward, it has a small little bead right here, and then usually just has a pretty short, small fiber optic sight on the front. I put a turkey sight on it and lost it, so I bought this little cheap fiber optic sight, and it comes with 3 chokes. You get an improved cylinder, a modified, and a full. And there's a range of other chokes made by Benelli and stuff like that for this shotgun. But that's pretty much all there is to it. Going back to the frame, or the receiver, excuse me, it's a polymer kind of outer shell with a steel skeleton. So everything inside is steel. I've done very well with it on the sporting clay ranges, shooting 46 out of 49. I ended up, the 50th one didn't come out of the trap, so I don't count that. But it has been a great shotgun, and I think it points and shoots very intuitively, and at its price, you really can't beat it.
A, pull. B, pull.
How's that feel, Tyler?